Hi everybody, so today I've got the first of a series where I'm going to be trying out the holiday release collections that I have been testing out and reviewing on this channel over the last month or so, and I'm going to be using some that I think are my favourites for specific looks. So the first look I'll be starting with today is gold and shimmery. So I've gone through everything and picked my favourites. I've put them all into this little bag here that I got from Chantecaille recently. Isn't it gorgeous? So in this bag are the favourites that I've picked out when I want to have a specifically gold and glittery look. And I'm not going to reveal what they are now because that would spoil the video, but I would love it so much if you could guess at any point what you think, or maybe just put your input as in what you would have gone for, what you think is the best for this sort of look. So I've only got a black sort of slightly sparkly top on today, but if I was going out in a more gold or something with more gold on for a real dressed up night out, that's really the theme I'm going for here. So what would I reach for that real beautiful look when I want to have specifically gold mostly all over the face? So I've got my base on and I'm going to dive straight into these that I've chosen, and I would love it so much if you just played along and gave your guesses or your preferences. Which ones would you have gone for? Anyway, if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah, I'm 47, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who loves makeup and beauty, and here on my channel I like to review the latest products, show you some of my favourite looks and give you beauty news that I think you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy this sort of content, I do upload on this channel very regularly. I'd love it so much if you liked and subscribed, it really is super helpful to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. You know you mean the world to me. And my skin tone, if that's helpful in matching these colours, I've got fair to light skin with neutral undertones, and I've got blue eyes. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get straight into this video. So I've really been looking forward to doing these videos. Finally, I'm getting to play with my holiday collections, which is so lovely. We've had just so many releases. I haven't really been able to go back and try things, apart from I did recently have a break of 7 days and I took a lot of my holiday makeup away and played with that. So that was really nice for me personally. But now I can share with you some of the things that I'm reaching for the most, enjoying the most, and think I'll probably use throughout the year even. These will not just be Christmas looks, because you can have a gold look any time of the year, can't you? So depending on when, but Christmas obviously is a really good time to be going for those gold looks. So the first thing I put on is eyeshadow. So there's been quite a lot of some really good options. I'm not going as far back as the Natasha Denona Golden Palette, for instance. That was the summer. We are talking holiday collections only here. So one of the ones was the Dior palette. That was quite a gold one, if you remember that one, but I didn't go for that. I think that might have been my second choice, but my number one choice for gold had to be this one from YSL. I mean, look at the packaging. I mean, just the gold packaging just gets you into that gold vibe already, doesn't it? But then when you look at these colours, I mean, these are perfect for those days when you want to have a gold look. Did you guess, or did you choose this? I'd love to hear. I really love chatting to you about these things, so please do join in. I'm going to go, I think, straight in with this dark blue. Here we go. I'm already getting my words wrong. Dark brown, using my Refer number 1, and I'm going to start taking this into the outer V and into my crease. And obviously, having already tested these, I know that these formulas are absolutely beautiful, very, very soft and silky. These YSL are probably one of the butteriest, is that a word? Most buttery formulas out there. They're exceptionally smooth, really, really lovely to blend. You don't get any sort of patchiness with these. I love them. I haven't quite lost all of the symbols in there yet, but I haven't used it enough, so I can't really say to you that's because it's lasted the last sort of 20 looks. It's probably only been used twice, in all honesty, since testing this, which is such a shame. So at least I'm getting back into it and actually using it now. So I think that's enough depth now. I'm just going to concentrate on blending this out, so I don't want to go too dark. So I'm now going to sort of sweep this in that windscreen wiper motion and bring it out here. And apologies about my background still being the autumn theme. It's November the 15th here, So I will actually be putting all of my Christmas decks up next week. So I don't know if I will have filmed another look by then. Hopefully not, so that we can at least have the Christmas theme in the background. But it is still autumn, and I am sort of hanging on to my autumn decorations because I absolutely love them, and I'll be sad to see them go, even though I absolutely love the holiday decorations. But they're not coming out for another week, so I'm going to run this brown matte underneath as well using the wrapper number 3. So I think this is the only matte in this one, isn't it? The other 3 are all shimmery. And I'm actually going to use the wrapper 23 now to see if I can get even more of a dark line. I'd like to avoid an eyeliner, and I think this brown might just be enough for me to do that, so it's more of a soft finish. With these golds, I might change my mind at the end and want to go in with some sort of darker liner to make the gold pop. I'm going to do this for now and see how I feel at the end. So now with the wrapper 15 mini, I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to just put some of this in the sort of outer V and start bringing it onto the lid. So I'm starting to introduce a bit more warmth here, but this is the darkest out of them. I want gold to be predominantly my shade on the lid. I'm just taking it there. I also don't want too much shimmer going high up, so I'm just trying to keep it within the crease, not above the crease. And the brush picks these up really nicely, so I do like to use my fingers for shimmers, but I think I'm going to go with a flat brush, the wrapper number 2, and then get straight into this more of the deep gold. This is almost like a champagne, I think. So now taking this more gold shade on the lid. You can see here the flat brush is picking this up very, very nicely. So if you're somebody who doesn't like using fingers, you really don't need to with these, because look at that. Isn't that a stunning, stunning sort of antique gold? I love that. So does gold play a big part in your Christmas decorations? Is it one of the sort of dominant shades you use in your decorations? Like, do you sort of colour coordinate? I'd love to hear. Give me more ideas for how I'm going to style mine. I try to stick with gold, red and green, my 3 sort of shades on my tree, but I do pretty much go a bit mad and have all sorts around the house, to be honest. I love Christmas and I do love a lot of colour. I just want my house to be warm, cosy, packed full of colour, so it's really joyful. So gold definitely plays a part, but I do love my greens and reds as well. Look at that. Isn't that just a beautiful gold? Absolutely stunning. Zero fallout using a brush, which is fabulous for this sort of finish. So now I'm going to go with the wrapper 28 and go in with this lightest one. So this is another flat brush, it's just a bit smaller than the 02. I'm not actually going to take this into the inner part of my corner because I've been preferring not to do that lately. I'm just stopping there and taking it up. Not a huge difference between these 2 shades, so it's not massively noticeable that I've done this. Just a slight bit lighter for that inner corner. And I'm taking the 01, which I started with, and just sweeping this through the crease to make sure that it's all sort of softly blended together here. Doesn't really need it though, because it pretty much blends itself. These formulas are so user friendly. I love that, I really do. So the next thing I want to do is an eyeliner. Again, if you've guessed this eyeliner, I think this has got to be the best. I don't know if this is actually a Christmas release, this was before Christmas, but anyway, I'm going to count it. So that is the YSL. This is, what's it called? Lines Liberated, I think it's called. Yeah, it is. And this is their gold. So obviously this is perfect for the waterline. This is a waterproof liner. So here's how it looks. So there that is in the waterline. I love this one. I think it's so perfect for that. I really do. It's probably one of my most used colourful eyeliners I've bought in the last few months. So now seeing this look, I don't really want to change it. I just want the gold to stand out, but I do want to put some inner corner brightening in. So I'm going with my absolute standard these days, the Tom Ford Black Diamond palette, and I'm going to be taking this using the BK Beauty 207. I'm just putting a little bit here for a pop of brightness, and I do this with almost every look these days. And I'm also going to take it under the brow. I'm just using it here to slightly sharpen at the edge instead of a concealer, which is so perfect for. I do think this needs a bit of black liner to make the gold pop more, so I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Exagger-Eyes black liner. I'm going to put this underneath and above and put mascara on, so I'll be back to show you my final eye look. So I've gone on and added the dark liner, which I really think this needed to make that gold pop, especially if it is for especially glamorous evening looks. So that is my final golden eye look using this stunning quad from YSL. And the name of this is Golden Lace, by the way. So I'll put this away now. So now I'm going to move on to blush. Now obviously I'm not going to be using a gold blush. I'm just going to go for a blush that I really enjoy and ones that I think will complement this eye look. So I'm going for two of my absolute top blushes. I'll use them both together, which is how I like to use those. Honestly, my words today. And these are the ones from Gucci that came with the Gucci holiday collection. So we have the Soft Peach and the Intense Ruby. And the way I like to use these is basically layering the two together. And I do have here, finally, my PR package from Refa has been really delayed, but it came today and I'm so excited and so grateful to Refa for sending this to me. This is their brush that launched with their holiday collection, so I'm going to use this for the very first time today. Look at this absolutely stunning brush. So this is the Koyo brush, I think it's pronounced, which means autumn in Japanese. You will not find a brush as soft as this anywhere on the planet. I challenge you to find one this soft. Look at this, isn't it exceptional? And look at the handle. So you've got all of these lovely autumn leaves here. So this one is £99. It is a very expensive one, but it is the best you could possibly get. And I have paid more for brushes of a similar level. So it probably isn't that overpriced when you think what it is. So this one is made from goat hair and from squirrel mixed together. And I believe it's the goat hair that helps to pick up the product, where it's the squirrel that's given it that exceptional softness. Honestly, I mean, I love the ones from last year. Where are they? I use these all the time on this channel. So here is one of the ones I use all the time. I think this was probably last year's holiday. I don't know which one it was, because these two both launched very close together. They're almost exactly the same, just ever so slightly different. But these are my most used blusher brushes. I use these almost every single day, and these are exceptionally soft and beautiful. But this one is even softer. I didn't think that was possible, but apparently it is. And this is just slightly shaped the way that this is rounded, so you could definitely use this for other things, I think, like highlighter here, as well as sweeping up blush. I'm very excited to try this one out. So I'm going to start by putting this Soft Peach. This is not a very pigmented, you can see on the brush, it's not a very pigmented blush, this one, which is exactly what I want. I just want a light peach dusting on the cheeks. Look how that brush has just done that for me, wow. And it did pick up a lot of products, so it's very accurate to say that these goat's hairs pick up a lot, because I usually need to build this blush quite a lot more to, oh god, that feels so soft, to achieve this level of colour. I don't know if you can really see the peach, but I'm definitely seeing it. I think you can see it. I'm looking at my screen. I have quite a lot of pigment for this blush. Honestly, this brush feels so nice. Oh, it is beautiful. I don't know if this brush is still available though, you know. I don't know if it's sold out, because these just disappear. But what happened last year is they launched that one I showed you, and then just after Christmas they launched another one, so keep a very close eye. I will definitely show you on my community tab if they launched this again or something similar like they did last year, because honestly it's worth treating yourself to this collector's item brush. It will become your #1 brush, I promise you. I can honestly say I think that's one of the most perfect blush applications I've ever had. This brush is wonderful. So now I'm going to go in with the soft ruby, and with this one I like to take this more on the top of the cheek. Again, it's doing the job for me, this brush. I often like to go in with a buffer brush, but I don't think I'll need to after this because this brush is so good. Well, I've got my new #1 blush brush. Oh, that is beautiful. But I love this combination. I like this ruby. It's sort of giving me a Christmas cheek vibe, but I like to soften it a bit with a peach. That's why I think these two work together so nicely. It's a little bit of ruby on this side as well now. So next up will be highlighter. So I would love to hear your thoughts. Which highlighter do you think I would pick as my favourite highlighter from the holiday collection that's going to give me a gold glitter sort of effect? See if you can guess. Did you guess? I think there's only one that can be used for that, and this is the one from Chanel. So this is the Diamond Dust. This does have a little bit of a pink sort of twist to it, but it is still perfect. I think perfect. So can you see that this gold finish that was on the top, the spray, has just almost completely disappeared now. So that's just on the very outer edge. That's what everyone thought was giving it a lot of a sort of glittery finish. It's not doing that. So I'm using the same brush. Actually, I wanted to go into it a different way. Let me just tap that off. I want to go onto the edge of this brush like this. So I can do this. And it works beautifully for that. It's going to give me that lovely sparkle. Now obviously this is giving me a bit of a pink sparkle. You could go for a gold highlighter, but for me this is the perfect option, especially when it's sitting on top of that peach. I want the gold to essentially be the eyes, and this is just complementing it, but obviously you could go for an actual gold. I don't tend to use gold highlighters very much for me, pure gold, because it's not really very suitable for my skin tone. I absolutely adore this one from Chanel. I think it is so pretty, and I just think that these colours work nicely with the gold. And this brush has worked perfectly for the highlighter. Just take some down the nose and above the Cupid's bow. So now all that's left to do is lips. Now this is a tough one, to be honest, because I don't have a gold lipstick. So it's which one would complement it, and there's probably so many. And this one I haven't shown you on the channel, and I've actually really enjoyed using it. So I'm going to do this one today, and this one is from RMS Beauty. So this is from the Wicked collection. This was in the Glinda makeup set. So this lipstick is a metallic matte, a shade of rose. So it was the metallic matte that made me want to use this one. I'll show you how this looks on the back of my hand first. I really like this. You see it's got that really nice metallic finish, which I love when you're going for a glittery look. So I did say this look was going to be gold and glittery. So we've got the glitter cheeks, we've got the gold eyes, and now we're going to have quite a shimmery lip. I'm not using any liner, I just have a little bit of contour around the edges of my lips. I don't know if I showed you the packaging closely enough with this actually, because I think the packaging is so cute. So I'll show you again just in case I didn't. But look at it, isn't it sweet? I love it. I think it's really cute. It does stand up, it's not completely rounded, so you can stand it upright. But yeah, I think the packaging is really pretty on that. So I'll show you how this looks on the lips. There, can you see that metallic finish? I think this is a real party lip. I love it. It's not overly bright, but I don't really want a super bright lipstick because I want the attention to be on the eyes. If I wore a really bright lipstick now, it would take all the attention to the lips. So there we are. I think that is a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. Definitely one of my favourites I've tried with the holiday collections, and one I haven't shown you, so I'm glad I was able to show you that. But I could leave it there, and I think it absolutely works. But there's one thing I would like to add to really finish this whole gold vibe, and this is not a holiday item, but it's the only thing in my entire collection that I think does the job for this, and this is from Pat McGrath. So this is the Lust Glitter Gloss, and this is in the shade Blitz Gold. So this will actually give me glitter and gold on my lips. So I'm going to add this on top. Look at this. Can you see that's just slight shimmer of gold? And I think it just slightly picks up on the eyes. I think that this is one of the nicest glosses in my whole collection. I love it, but when you're going for a gold look, this is absolutely perfect. And I believe this is still available from Pat. I've had this over a year now. It's a beautiful hydrating formula, but most importantly, it's given me a little bit of gold glitter in my lips. Perfect. So that's it. That is my full gold glittery look. I would love to know, did you guess any of the products that I was going to use? Or would you have used these, or would you have used something else? Trying to primarily pick from the holiday releases, but I'd still love to hear your thoughts. Maybe you've got something in your collection that isn't from the holiday collections and you'd just like to share with us which ones you'd use if you're going for a glitter look, because obviously we can go much deeper into collections and things that maybe you used last Christmas or even the Christmas before, and you're going to be digging them out again because they give you that perfect gold glittery finish. So please do share any of your favourites from current purchases, this collection, or these collections rather, this holiday and last holiday, and even the one before. I would love to hear any recommendations, and I might have some gold products here I just haven't thought of, so you might jog my memory and then I'll want to get them out and try them. So I would love to hear that, and I'm sure anyone reading this would too. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this finished look. I am really happy with it. I do love golds on me in particular. I think they go quite well with my blue eyes. So this was a look it was the first look I wanted to do when I thought about doing a look from the Christmas collections, but there's a few more I want to try, some that might even take me out of my comfort zone a little bit, but that makes it more of a challenge, so I'm looking forward to that. So there'll be more coming up in this series. I hope to do quite a few of these, really getting my teeth into these collections. I've loved them so far just from reviewing them, so it's great fun to be able to use them, and hopefully this inspires you to go into your collections and try out different looks and start feeling ready and party ready. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourites. And if you've enjoyed this video, I would like it so much if you liked and subscribed, and if you're already subscribed, thank you so very much for returning to my channel. You do know how much I appreciate you. I hope you do anyway, because I really, really do. And I hope to see all of you again for my next video. Take care everybody. Bye.